Hi guys, so I'm going to be talking about preferable airlines that you can use, the number of airlines that you can use when you're coming to Mauritius as a visitor from Nigeria. My favorite one so far is Kenya Airways. Kenya Airways is just, I just love them. I don't know why. I've been using Kenya Airways since 2022, and I think they are very good, they are very nice. They are always on time. I've never had people always complain, we have different experiences, but I've never had a situation whereby my flight was delayed. I don't think so. And if it is going to be delayed, maybe I'll get a notification for like a day before, not like hours to the flight or when I'm ready at the airport. So I've never had any serious issues with them. If you are planning to come to Mauritius from Nigeria, I think your best bet should be Kenya Airways. And this is for Kenya Airways, you should have all your requirements, because Kenya Airways does not really scrutinize you as a passenger. Once you show them your papers, the things you need, they'll give you your boarding pass. They don't really check like that. But for you to use Kenya Airways, you have to make sure that you have all the requirements, because Kenya Airways does not really check your documents. When you get here in Mauritius, there is tendency that they are going to like check you, like they will double check, because Kenya Airways does not really check people. Once you just give them the papers, they are all about the paperwork. So once you give them your flights, your return flights, your bookings for house, sometimes they don't even ask you for PTA. Kenya does not even ask you for PTA. So the only thing they want to see is the booking for tickets and the housing distance. So once they give you your boarding pass in Nigeria, that is it for them. When you get to Kenya, you are going to have a stopover at, I think there's always a stopover at Jomo Kenyatta. I forget the name of the airport in Nairobi. So when I was coming the first time, I had like a 10 hours layover there, and I wanted to, because it is like overnight, there is a space, they have like a lounge for people to sit. There is a seat that you can even lie down a bit, but it's so uncomfortable. So I'm like, let me go and check, if because they have some lounge at the airport, to check if I can get something to just like sleep properly for the night now. But when I get to their lounge, it is fully booked. They told me that I have to book before coming, so it's fully booked. There's no space. And that day I have like 3 or 4 other Nigerians that we came together. Some are visitors, some are students. We came together, so we're just like gisting, chatting throughout the night. Then in the morning, the toilet does not have a bathroom, so I just like use water to freshen up a bit. We moisturize our skin just to look good. Then the night before, we already look for our boarding gates, because the airport is a bit bigger. We are not familiar with the place, first time. So but the second time is not so bad, because I already know how the place works. So in the morning, you just go to the boarding gates rather. They check your this thing, then you just book your flight and come. But if you are coming with Kenya, be rest assured that there is 80 to 90% possibility that when you get to Mauritius, they will recheck you, because Kenya does not really check people like that from home. But when you get here, they will check you. But if you use South Africa from Nigeria, South Africa is a bit arch. South Africa Airline, they don't take nonsense, okay? They will check you from Nigeria, okay? They will check you. In fact, so many people, they won't even carry them. If there's a little mistake, if you do a little anything, they will not even carry you. The worst is that sometimes, maybe depending on the people that you meet there at that time, they will carry you. When you get to South Africa for your layover, remember that for Kenya, when I get to Kenya, I don't even have any issue. There is, if you are going on transit, then if you are boarding a connecting flight, for transit you just have to go. There's no thing. But if you want a connecting flight, the connecting flight is like You carry Kenya from Nigeria, Kenya Airways from Nigeria to Kenya, then another airline will carry you from Kenya. So those ones are the ones that they will check. But if you are still using Kenya to come here, they don't need to check it because it's still there. They'll just tell you to just go. But when you get to South Africa, they will check you. In South Africa, they will check you, either you are transiting, either you are connecting. They will check you. They will check you like even for students, even students that comes through South Africa, they will scrutinize them. Like they'll ask you questions, like questions. They will be asking you questions like so imagine a student that already pays school fees and all of those that has a commitment here, compared to somebody that's just coming on the visit. So many times they send people back from South Africa. That is the worst. They will not, you are not going to their country, you are just passing by. But if there's any loopholes, if they check you, there's only loopholes, they will tell you that no, you have to go back. But good thing about South Africa is that it is, you have 90% assurance that if you come with South Africa, it is very easy for you to come in. Because I don't know this this connection that they have with South Africa, because once you come with, it is very, they hardly check you because they believe that South African Airways or airline, they've done the job for them. Okay, so that is the difference. But people don't like to use South Africa because of this thing I just mentioned, because sometimes they send people back, especially if you are not a student. But South Africa Airlines is more cheaper than Kenya Airways. So it all depends on you. Anyone, I think there are other ones, maybe, I don't know, but this too is the major one that I know. There are other airlines that come here, but I'm not very familiar with them. Okay, so see you guys in my next video. Bye.